for artists Idjomuno. Now as a some share revenue generation power because Impuntu sama for meto almost a becon kind to 2 year I want to see a binya sano money nijina revenue a taxation. Intinia Kuya the last time tax na yajiji as per July 2024 no na a 74.7 billion and yajiji minya data no as at December. But before that, it's not 2023 December, no, so 113 billion Ghana cedis. Into a share because sir, a 20 years, has a million, so very time value of money. Into UJ 74 something billion as at June, July 2024, no, and interest services can be general. Into 1 to 3 years, where inflation, gross international reserve, interest rates, no money, no to 2 years. And son is kind of what Jenna Brane. And this are just kind of the answer, no, not a one corner, no, not a quantity. This I believe, Sabi, you say a new bear 1 month, into Nisika 7 more or less, no, a Jina 2024 ending, AB after middle part of March Econo, and it be who at the end to say, ye kakubum kumanas, ye kakunifa, nothing ye funny pepe peswa, and it's near Tiaka, because a coach you are Becca. A Queen's who I think is a sick. But I am Sabri, 2024, a one was here, dear share. They share any Mahodua, a by chairman, Basica someone. Obercassa, a bicycle, some no, Gino Sabri, no, specifically 2024 mono. Now a Kuyanana to Ruby the baby. For one thing, sir, you see, average tax revenue, and we have to be frank with ourselves. Average tax revenue, on see assembly na GDP no, and no the country bibia mostly na tax na ye de compare any ye debt. The tax to GDP ratio was between 13 and 14%. Omen bia so a tax to GDP ratio no ye around that na a hygiene kakra. Na ni na ye munchimonka a what tax revenue generation. And a bibia ni kano. Na the name the crampo say about introduce other taxes are na a show up revenue gaps no. Be say levy. There be a meka. Some way the ideas. Got you some major content grant. Yes, because the projection was around 6.9 to 8 billion. Since in TSA, it's likely the new government might take it off. Inti we free wha. Though your projection. Yes, I bet me I 8 billion. Be a sentiment. Oh, for free him. And only creativity, me sure say a be on the baby because you're too about now you penny for. Ubi also a beauty, Ubia or strategies are there by until before so be 8 billion free wha. Make me the full floor. About the full floor, we can't tell because you near them. The written and say a better junior for Sababo money there. Yensu, you be shimukanana. Yafuasu, especially as they live, America offer the total gross income and our gross transaction value for e-living and our electronic transactions, $110 billion. Your gross domestic product, Ghana, not more than $76 billion. In the difference of 110. So as I can't be my minty, what's e-living? Me say total electronic transactions valuation, $110 billion. Dollars, because Bank of Ghana for releasing resource, now $1.775 trillion Ghana cedis. Till the dollars more, 110 no, a borrow with GDP. It's Omaya say yati sequence where you call international transactions, electronic transactions, digital platforms. A whole sika one. Mesika, you didn't gain 110 billion. A gross domestic product value no so. O say, me take tax wo ho. Also no biako. Say be a person no a group kakransa. A group say. A group how? Say you think you developers are if you compare to other developing countries. About electronic transactions. Electronic transactions developers are. Okay. Because to get total valuation of 110 billion of how many countries now have a particular valuation? There are opportunities in that sector. Then I'm because say
e-levy on be if you betting tax on be if you and I didn't know how we.
Oh, media the American say see so much a best show up revenue generation streams now. Irrespective say
e-levy yes I say I am fan call
irrespective say abani be here free one and say only free one. So if you are Indiana with the rebano, there's a shortfall the only year free one. So many free wa Indiana with the rebano, Sikana Benano say e-levy that's other switching a
okay.
Inti me share what that say obey and answer only a honey name asem. Me share focus as a country you bet me a leverage you be benefit every line of transactions now
electronic transactions.
Yes, very key because of and what the pass organ in now support to electronic transactions. You were the Mother Electronic Transactions Act 772 2008. A botchy don't say same person when will be sign contract now post command now they took email in your control email system no one register section 17 18 19 it means the independent saka
yes
I sign and I'll bet you post where you
is a post
but no convenience certainty sisi and Oduro. Oko section 23 so see we sign contract na contract I sign crowd section 23 no with me as an electronic what means other than those the anti-electronic wise no it is facilitating the run of business. It will be catch them say we say na bring the additional income no I reach me a boy my idea then it leaves much to be desired. Yen share hono pa
but be ana me share ana o ka say still ana o say tax o say base hon and grow to a certain level o ka say o tax ya e bi o man for no na be scale o mo ama ana o susu say still ana o mbeko
hwe eye kasa kire eye attitude o say ile bi ba you demonized it say e ka fa ho no ana da na me can say o kotontoma o kotoduane ukoto machine, ukoto car, ukoto bibi. Now, when you say at the end of the boy, infants be 100 cities. Esa say here, untino, ukoni a 2 be say 120 and I say 150. Ukopeskano. Now they are about the toss idea. You live near 1% too. It's a 1,000 cities at 1%. A 500 cities at 1%. A 200 cities at 1%. 1% may come be significantly negligible. Because of what I and now who high hotel, and now high dine. Now we can down the crowd, so now we expect maybe 20,000 Ghana cedis. So when I say 31,000 Ghana cedis, Sikana share him cry 11,000 the baby become because they hear to look at the percentage growth. And no essence about board directing to know, and you dear. So we try. Then Sikana ye to Mama Ghana, 1% media. You come na how we know. Essence politicians, Akasebu assume Atogo Pintino, and you then a man you pass through tax from you understand what tax expect. Then a man okay. It's a tax, no. One, Utria taxa. Emranich say ye di Emratu Swansan Utria, but Utria, you don't get direct benefit. That is one key. So we try to sama baya and then she say we try and say minya benefit. There was about digital tax in real. No any projections, or any appropriations, or any priorities. We be kwa. Now the reason I a man for M-Pesa on tax and he said, one, you will be a board tax chidom. And we can link it to the modern political doctrine talks. The dividend reversal and the dividend yielding conceptual framework. The actually say utria tax now. As I said, we may be free. So the government must come out with policy a distributive justice system. And to be distributed, you be trapped. Emma, they say a beer could be an saka. Na yet trapping so no entitlement a so benefit enti nipa no obesisi you say amitria tax na okay distributively need the ABIA but the entitlement aspect no so 1% in saka people continue to ask to amitria for so ben was no do the model e hona me boba no so the entitlement theory and no a crutch for the brain and for the brain research wo pa and no idea a bomb for children because they be make say actually high way offer Young fans say toll ni levy ni fees are GG market women. See a GG make so young for 30% any small hospital be. A man or more mark or more fasinum or munyama money, you know. Send me buy a rake now or the bus house small hospital honor. See, I 1,000 Ghana cedis, I need 200 Ghana cedis because on also contribute to the payment of salary levies, you know, any taxes need tools, you know. And I don't know when not a so direct benefit. It is a hospital, small hospital, I yes, see what Medina market can come on from taxes near GG or Hono. So it was entitlement wise. The SSA demand on the second could 2,000 Ghana cedis when 200 Ghana cedis, 800 no or the choir the footfall. It's next time, no. Toll crown, you say 20 cities. Now, can say 40 cities. So that's me. I made natural because entitlement was necessary. Me hona me hotomi insure aduane health apumudinia you know mensakan. It's the entire man phone tax. Me say the distributive justice system and the entitlement theories. No say ye tuama ye di tax no revenue no question no we say education, tourism, agriculture no. Not the benefits, no near Metiha, Miss Sabeka, knows that me are boaming my Missika Samajina. Insurance person meet me at all. Which I'm best school fees, Samuel Mano. Symmetry tax, name who sound for so many dear. And yet, Pudoni said the Gramitria.
We're back to electronic transaction taxes are all can yeah, system I all can have seen. Usa de no over when near my Nipan or tongue. And I be or services are all ye. We really say you drew that level. Yeah, system or hand between your monitors are there. Sanya Manamia Jihuska.
Say you knew cry ya coca. Okay. Intia coca cranny say, see your betting tax. Ministry of Digitalization and Communication, Cyber Security Authority, National Communications Authority, any other institutions, no more Sanyo Mano, or what creative platform, Unye dia per unim sky say then yeti. So at least there's a leverage there. The second one is the Yile Binangasana Yajinankasano. The platform has been created. It's really a transaction and already now the infrastructure is there. Into baby a honey there, a honey quacho, a quacho there. Then what do you have to do? A campaigning and telling the people to be what more friendly say aware of your policy. Market may know more honey at the end. They use mobile phone, Android, iPhone. Maybe now also have competencies and some functionalities. Maybe now also. Enti ube catch them so said you were trying to do mintino unini side anymore. It is left with you as a policy maker, as a government functionary, and also be a manager and says okay. And when you said this area there, you just carry a break. Sinipano kwako Johnny nine, sinipano kwako tools, sinipano kwako those informal things are. Yeah, the Bob Rallo, if you know any problem there, then you create a platform. Platform is so creating say, okay, so say the area and say, Mona Moko tools in bulk, area from bigger retailer, and I say wholesaler hono. Yes, she shall me any more can at yes, say, Sikana Mutriama, your friend is saying, Techimania, and I said Tamali, and I said, Mahonino, Yanimumu. Enti aban any DHA the volume of entos ni jena if you say a honor banner because this kind of manual system very difficult. But oba marketer untimi sheni say obi beton tools now near then onisumu. So that is the managing the electronic platform. Enti ada retail bigger retail wholesale system no aban afa akonya so regulating the electronic transactions. A wholesale is can work. Inti maame na ya to side my every example say attract tax cry in the total value of such transactions na cost no and you know be your tourism, your pharmaceutical, your aviation, your construction, your whatever inti sa area na electronic platforms no any week no we are creating sa synergy no e ho no inti wona wo ye retailer na wo kwakoto ababeton no so kwakoto free bulk purchase na you have to use electronic transactions. Automatically, abiding the actually, it will have the toner, sabi electronic transaction immediately now, you see after you are able to calibrate the total volume of work.
It seems you are more confident, say, a bus in the nature of mind being Papa,
because your data, your voice, say one day me banama be trim ye pa a ballet.
And people continue to say I am trying to bet now about the team to yeah.
Now officer now accountant now ministry so ye juma 8 to 4 and am boy.
Politicians are supporting them.
Oh, Sunday will be on interest. Bro, but we have interest because self day now tie ni mu no. A brain now use so e juma no akọ. Bet now you are working. E juma no akọ. We will bet me at now enim be say 2 friends hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours. E juma it is work. You are also contributing to the productive base of the country. Enti ade na wo afidie na wo no so obi na yi ni sika kwa abuchiri koto so afidie ni bai. Nipa na ote ho na or monitor or manage no so if you are so the whole setup na nkasa no economic infrastructure. Enti say wo na wo ye customer na wo buy say na wo tax no. O ka say you free mu a na o mu na wo invest in say infrastructure na ko to bet wo sisi no. What are they say? Yes. That's the sisi no. Enti import bills are utua custom taxes are utua excise taxes are utua na adini nyina no kutia no enti eso otiminya additional revenue free ho ban so benya extra revenue in terms of taxes abetia so sin na adwuma no ntesa na chese ukutia ban friends and tax stream infrastructure enti it's a whole ball game it as I say kwansen a nyina yimu a ye pre enti ye pre no na aban from we say means you say electronic
elsewhere say basi di omo ba be gitu bi say ya na de no because here ha no they okay omo ya say betting tax nipa no ni idea bia ni hwe hu ya say betting tax
one thing is say who say aha politics no ubia won ideology e woni trim but essence say bibia no central government no e won a plant and then people feed into it. Ono ne plan na wo ti nesa sa aban ne kura na kruche ne policy ne kura no or suggest kura no usuru e bia me ko kankura be ka se wu ne akura mpo no tiatia aban ne development na say me yedi ho e bia position na me kura no na free me nsa the best thing you say person introduce some of these novel taxes now. The first thing is you create a enabling environment, the infrastructure, the personnel, the processes. These are the 3 things. The infrastructure, just the machines, new system, new here, the processes, a new manner, and the personnel in the panel. Then you begin to do campaigning. Then you speak secretly with the opposition. Because I had politics and say US omunya president na pe no nyina kabom in Iraq there kwa Senate and the House of Republic the House of Representatives they all vote. See Ukraine there kwa nansia about 8.something billion they Ukraine. Aha into one say a Republican and say a Senate ba ha no person fail no nyina kwa ba ben enu na kutia ye no into who are buying now won't so no person introduce say now you have to do secret consultation with the opposition. You wait me about because no opposition is commanding about 40-something% of the populace into a casano 40 into a say yes as secret we no more casati as yes we never bo man say bear next time most move then the country can fall on that and grow. Now all the officers say no ego me policy you introduce who said about between 40 to 49% of the population. A small community, floating voters and so on, they look at the sanity and intelligence in your message as an omafuaso. So the internal secrecy caucus in Ankoso is very key. Who we are, and son was starting the piloting. And in 2 minutes, you have to do piloting. Pilot no start if you are crashing for no man so said we no utimi kinkan tie ni o mase into chire ni a say o trick na utimi catch as a crash utimi entry me into no tie ade na say to start from a crash for no what's a crash for na no so ma me mo anko school ya dey man is hard day say afili then you level transitioning now one the office so na say na utimi to fire ya pan they will demonize it. That was a typical example of the e-levy. In 2 year campaigning now we are lobbying now. What's happening now? Well leverage. Until we can't really crumple now. A cuckoo down for any opinion leaders now because I know what we want to into the unsuru. I feel they begin to do segmental what piloting if you are the corner of east we should be a honey ye wako northwest wako central region wako eastern region wako southern region enti afi why pilot ni we na much more can then you correct them na no makasa so we na afi neighbor we necessary but problem necessary because of say APCD nye bi da afi we say sa na dey okay afi na obi atiada enti we introduce no na afi na leverage we say afi say the resistance rate will be plus or minus 7%, and it's insignificant statistically. Now, about 48% resistance plus or minus. Yes, these are some of the things that I think we should begin to get new political thoughts. I dream see any kind call any say maybe for or mind puntu so no. We should be unison.
Maybe apart from say okay elsewhere baby or my developer e kwa mo fa so a o introduce o there or share say so the bad and they talk to the opposition backdoor to make sure say
yes, you have to do that.
A better because of the country. Yeah, hire a developing country, the African continent. Na opposition or no the parties will be failing now on so about them. What the quite bad no bet me fast because how na can say one moment say my because ya boama 11 no afeli no when him say e dey dey to na dey aboa o man no mo na mo no expect e kwan fast so dey to whether say ni pa no na adwene mu abobio adesua mu ana say na adwene mu mo bio no mo kwan mo tumi fa so na ni mi no ha no ye be ben
who say your first generation population, second generation, third generation, for say fifth generation, and say from 2005 ever. Sankwada no adwene different from 1980 and so ebane different from 1964. The caliber of leaders now ever
as a decade biano in Pariano more as soon as
the development points. In 1950, 40, 64 na woman no. My ideology is different from a new. Inti adwene ebe omutrim no different from a new from who's the iPad started by 2007.
Yeah.
Inti and then kwala already between not more than 28 or 30 years no. They are savvy. They are dexterous. Ade obey use internet ne computer ne iPad ne me am diano conceptual competence. And Kwadana aba no conceptual competence. Omo operational competence. And no obey use in by conceptual it me dwene e kon kan who say we be say by etu ho na mo na no so we enti sisi ana yenya the fifth generation youth now the console between the total between 20 and 50%. No, what we need to do is say politicians now only a more fair mind. No, politicians are almost no. Some old politics now ye kika ye home ye. Some no money try to almost only no more educated youth never and say politics now near penny for kika ye home. That thing is out because say you say. Every 8 years, on the average, there's a change in what? Government. So it means to say the trend is likely to what? Go on for the foreseeable future, presumptuously, who the emphasis are. And fair-minded politicians now, especially they between 35 and 55, now most are fair-minded, on the you're in the 70s, early 80s, but still, the serious IT infrastructure. We say the RCC also. Until we mean Sankwadano, or my ideology, no one will be the infant. We catch on no. Siciliano, European countries, Asian countries, and other places now. Or my Trump president now, Kabum. Say and support him. Turkey has made $262 billion in export revenue. That's $262 billion in export revenue for 2024, which is more than the GDP of Ghana and other countries in Africa. That's why I say everyone now very assertive. Politicians say so the country Turkey, and when we ask say Erdogan. Some of the so the fair-minded politicians now what you etie na wo TV ase no they should begin to do new advocacy akwahosan foforo sanu when yen tumu the yen yen ka ho asem de yen ka ho asem de yen kasentia wo say the next 5-10 years ni nyasa fresh fair-minded politicians now who are fina and Kwadano, but because in Kwadano Bana from 2005 2007 the next 5-10 years no more 30s or only 40s no also but Abu Zulu the same power it is one orientation also for 1930 40 50 64 na ideology na was no man na fina I will suggest to say new leaders no more fair-minded almost all no more kasa no unity. Let us say, regards to Mr. Oduro, all that he's saying is good, but we are in a country where illiteracy rate is higher, and secondly, we have a group called NDC who will use propaganda to deceive discerning Ghanaians to win political power, and then refuse to do what they promise the electorate. So it will be very difficult to move this country by widening the tax net, irregularly to build our nation Ghana. Oya Solomon Kwe thinks it's all about politics. Yeah, and I make these are some of the advocacy say say more fair-minded more exposure to media na me se benade nu na mama metina ha. Minister Akonya no ba mo de 24/7 nyina no until you should begin to sink those things into the youth because the next 5 10 15 20 years no they will be the leaders it ya insisa o madwin na the same ideology no and they will be kra na make say net 2 kra no eni a very say Medina net 2 e wadenta enso na Medina o obebo mu de wura che Ghana for so net 2 Kencity eni Medina wadenta enso be shobi na isi hanom ni nyina na edu say na yema tax net e na oka no ofamufa tax administration yintia the money petria tax and untua tax and tax betia kem and entin kem no several factors here be ken because one fairness pay and when na make say distributed justice system say yegigi a obi asa be kan de say misaka the tosu you complexity of the tax system and the tax statute inti a tax na yegigi na to na yegigi no immortan dudu yentiase kensere ne na enhoma na ya tro kwa de fo so no ye kan yetiase that's the complexity of the tax rules statute and the tax system. The third one is tax audit and detection rate. Na tax audit ni say mami embuwe mu kakra the other cause you see I suggest I say abaya ye ni say obetie ya and conduct nationwide tax audit. The whole Ghana, you conducted tax audit. Ejune bia multinationals, SMEs, successful SMEs, whatever. The entire cancer and say, most companies now. On the financial statement, and I know instructive accountant no. Sales revenue, income now bani 10 million Ghana cedis or 4.5 million Ghana cedis. Now 5.5 now what's your fees no? And then kwa kwashe. Enti other adjusting events ni nyina no we kwa kwana na ba bisiso. And so the people accounts no dey call GRE. Registrar General e dey kwa ben. Enti ye conduct tax audit no. Then we do the detection rate. Ye share that bia monchimonka ekọ. Na tax audit na ye the first thing that we need to do is say yen share what type of tax audit. Enti ye bedroom we say mo ye complete wo ho no ebia wo no. The tax a friend is a company tax or need the tax say sa a 250 so you do comprehensive the boom say actual records so 1% is 5 million Ghana cedis 20 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, we say we can also do specific what tax or specific ABR security. It's a back company tax the friend is hospitality no yes a tour guide miss had a manual. One special tax auditor, both at the tax revenue Nankasano, and the best Ghana has the biggest problem there about taxation. Buying was one near the and practice. One that he even has to pay the tax. In Tinanka, and in Tina, a yet not at all tax no in Tinanka. So that is convenient. In Tia, sending everyone I become and once a news. Namamin Shrim, 1% or Kotosha, you may be total Hawaii. Any kind of what you. so man tiasia yi food processing tax rate no you try okwo we say ya o try sika ni fa pay another receipt. Key problem here a tax collector. Ebu okra GS staff no share company na no ba ya no GS we the command no object here.
This one is coming from Felix Mante. He says, good morning, champion host. Your new studio arrangement is fantastic. Felix Mante, good morning. Make I will say Franco Trading Enterprise, Omon Aya Dum. Franco for Aya dear, or here you my year, or small my Ghana, near Momodia Ba, and air condition, washing machine. Or more near Manahudwa, if you are for now, Ghana Police Service, na say. Mukona ebo ho ban ehun hia ya hodo apart from phones ni hon komo ye ma up to more it will be our Madina event post office or more it will be our circle event otherwise or more be hachu and also so e hachu main station where which me agina na wa ne ofra o man 411 0555 from nkwa na ye company organ has your product will be an ebeba do na me no edin ko we tax and the farmers they say o more ekoko wetu ya outro kakra
nze pe the raw cocoa revenues
but ibnimu no ehe ni ye be hwe ama afi yetumi abai mu ama obia no eba se wa ton bibi kakra bibi a wo ton kakra bia no sese yetumi etoto
you also tax the concerted efforts enyi ni papa ko enye the finance minister, he's the chief revenue officer, mechanism, and GRE, Eshenasi. And was a GRE, the technical consultant, and I said, players are Omuna, a yes, age man. Nenye GRE in Kwanjumao. So, what we need to do is say, pastors, chiefs, community leaders, and the MDAs, and I see you so in Tiankasa, and I say, would you infer MDAs, districts, no? Even say Accra Mpodi aya India no so kakra ba ko village one year on say so be any contract ewo baby so ko so be dan ana o mason ana o yem France be a carpenter ana o tiler ana o plumber baby o kokko ejuma no assembly na wo offer DC ewo ho no party A go for party B go for hono sample for now omuya sa contract adwuma no almost contract na also paa ebi 100,000 ebi 200,000 ebi kura 1 million Ghana no age contract no eno so ne area ehu sika no eye pudo paa se no salary of 4,900 Ghana cedis e dey be ma every month no any dey say aban ewo hu e friend say enkrata asem no ye twa wa apani ati utori yate inti aban na he's not apprehensive about the directors in terms of PY.
And some money can now can thank you can boom ya to about we get to about taxes being abandoned by we make sure so you talk to the opposition say
yes
to me
they have to do that
or me facilitating
they have to do that they can even bring new tax handles.
I don't know who can say the ultimate resistance of the NDC to introduce taxes which further leads to resistance by Ghanaians to accept the patronage of taxes to facilitate national development will surely come back to help them. And ultimately, stifle national development. Yeah. One good 10 deserves another. Yeah. So one bad 10 also deserves another. Say na nkomo mo jitum ebuaye ema haru na meka say yatinia force wo mama you live na amfa nkomo ba yenye ne say oboko mani no mabo machi ase yase yenyi mfiri ho ase ma yenyi mfiri ho.
You see over revenue drives every development agenda. Hey, udi unyansa udi PhD professor whatever. So one went me and translate it to the appropriate and the adequate revenue stream them. In Tia Kasani said, so revenue scanner banit mijina. One, a broad inflation. Inflation se koswa and yes a bad. Sometimes now if inflation is been going up. It doesn't always mean a bad, especially where the productive system is 2 my interest rate it me stabilize and as a buffer 3 my gross international reserve ya come with that which it me stabilize 4 my taxation system no there are other behavioral aspects na say okay say oh okay sisia no ya to aba me wi it dey kind no the persistent we the persistent we say you don't even know what we are going to do you need we say for introduce at the front no offer the revenue stream no and a bit determine ade apeso capital expenditure the revenue stream na bit determine ade apeso the operational and the technical expenditures but mean because mostly tax revenue you find yet too much development especially for developing countries because akaida ehono edoso it must near what we say if you are near the capital expenditure roads railways any those things not taxes na yajejino every interest cost to be near the 3 years na yakwakojino every salary government functionaries any same no now all tax revenue to GDP ratio near 14%. NSCC announced what to again offer. It was 6.9 billion initially. See it means GG and our opposition in now for Aswa who could have been gone because every day will be cogit new SIM card, will be koto a present another gadget, will be introduced another transaction, will be koto side we say 80 projections now by year 2022 say 6.9 billion no because of growth in what transactions into it could have gone up to about 10%. 7.5%. It shows up your liquidity what position. Business or kobo now the best 7.5. No kobo business between at the floor. Then Ghana is growing. Into area BID ensure and answer hospital and answer education. What me as idea no. Into so one to hopia and kauba no side in the region. What about the twaso? And within the next 40 years no. But since now where did the eba? Near Kanshe, we said in the Bania Kanshe. Do you know the implication? It wobbles, it plateaus, it wobbles. And you won't say, we don't need the man in class and new government, no, but so here, educational reform.
Yeah.
You see, anyway, let's look at what is coming out of it. Then the problem, and the one is say, we are not nationalistic. From today, until America can say, no leaders never no, fine political brains no. They should get devoid of what politics, the intractable politics. Fine, baby. See, I can't want some. They say,
yeah, sure, very possible.
Very possible. If you can't want some, Nippon to one or share, and we can say, hey, the papa came. Don't know political position there, but me also me integrity to what? And I'm not for converting. When you're the pimping mommy, yes, your integrity is at stake. No more can you to me, and I'm criticizing it constructively. Once a year very tall, no, you would have said it what? They would have said it constructively, as you said it. The word is cause and effect. As you sow, so shall you reap. And coming back to the tax regime, you know, the best we can do is say, you did tax now, you find your idea, a bit body panel. Then depending the physical benefit, psychological benefit, social benefit, emotional benefit, political benefit. Or we say, oh, and so we say, now we turn to 2 cities. For the next 7 months, now, still at 2 cities. The next 1 year, and still at 2 cities.
Also, Mr. Menkancho said Ghana cannot stop doing politics after elections. 2017, just after President Akufo, that was President Akufo-addo, okay, gave the State of the Nation address. NDC also came out with the real State of the Nation address. And it's all about politics.
At a time.
Okay.
It's about 10 years ago. Here can want some say surface not it will be a me actual presidential in their farm a friend is saying that saying a son of man are you one send in the and I'm for near be inti ye can want some no say or not to hold to your work say and ye more see a best son because money idea. And I don't know so position, you know, a failure. You are coming to correct that failure and say, we're going to pass you. Because I didn't say, they won't say, I didn't know so there. You pick it from that particular point of view. Now, once I didn't say what contributed for some particular thing to get demoralized and what truncated there. You are coming to solve that particular problem. And you solve one, you know, now resources no need any in a massa. And to be a projections are being in an macroeconomic factors, indices near in an bedroom, near Sunday Apemo. Say, inflation, 23.8%. Now, a gross international reserve, about 7.5%. Now, a friends and tax GDP ratio of 14%. The other come it is being underpinned by time value of money. It would cost 17%. 17% now, they are prices are increasing 17%, and yes, it's not a real performance. It's a relative performance. Until 18% grana, so you could have done well, maybe go to 22%. Maybe a Bokane show me about 2%. Near TF is why are they? It's 14% not to be 16%, 2% no near she because the time value of money no a quantity of the fast idea no everybody now at
what point now data no say or may yetimiji 2 year.
What was it?
At what point data or no say or may this period do the year to and taxes na akoye.
Oh, say the GRA na this are bulletin never. And they technically they are the people. And I don't know because we share 2020 YGG 44.6 billion, 2021 YGG 57 billion, 2022 YGG 75.1 billion, 2023 YGG 130 billion. No, I can't dispute that values. Kuntia because then will be a constitutional man friends say but the owner said a minimum tax
almost every year economy.
Yeah, economy.
Which means anything more.
Anything more. But I make us say economy no 44 to 57, you know. There's time value aspect in it. Into when idea be so what I say, one year dear pioneer be a 50 billion, 7 billion has been affected by time value of money, corruption, inflation, tax rates, very normal. In 2% year, say ultimately a could maybe I can 44.6 billion 2020 no. Maybe a convention FSB as a 90 billion. And a bokeh shema na a rationalize a quotidiano. And to the fact to say a growing absolute growth. Say analysis for the relative growth. Say here growth no at the end of 2020 friends 44.6 billion. And then it's me 2021 GG 57 billion. And then it's me and then it's me no relative evaluation. Yes, I call the new dear, but a Jumana and it's 2020 dear all the density. Inti me a Jumutia and me a Kambum. Now you be so man as one people. Let's be like the Europeans and Americans. A trouble we are, let's support. When the started today, we go South Africa concern will be inti 8 years no free so now 4 years no free so. And when we are because we so money the head yeah chichiri. Yeah then is so demonizing, trying to intractably just say you too no pay a no and my intimates already there. 1 hour 20 hours. 1 hour 20 hours.
Do you subscribe say churches your tax?
One day me person boss one day me analysis point yen can ade foforo.
Negative and positive.
How the yen can foforo.
I didn't hear.
Oh, we have for another topic, but I'm person me boss to see answer.
Cynthia.
And I'm saying the yen can set us.
We are just running away. We are just running away.
Yeah, no, I will do a very broad analysis on that.
Okay.
The reason why, the reason not why, areas we need to focus, areas that we need not to focus, the holistic aspects, the personal worth of the people is a whole thing. Now I'll come and do work on that one.
What about the president?
No, you can't say tax.
I don't know why I'm on the streets.
I need that.
Why in the streets?
I hear you. He's the more gentleman.
Okay.
And the tax now, you man know how does it affect Ghana? Sometimes some of these they are trivial. Very trivial.
Okay.
Yes, and you know the man. I mean, he's a
minimum council leadership by example.
Yeah, I mean, we can still calibrate it.
Okay.
And the young shame crying, and my own who say yes, yeah, to I mean, those things are to me, it's needless.
Okay. Now, maybe I'm not asking to.
You, man, asking me to dear Miss Lannister tax, and a dear Juma. I'm say 2016, Minister of finance or more tax revenue division and non-tax revenue division no hana or more rationalizing no to mo kan ni na bomu no mo kan ni na bomu no mo analysis no mo say yina so ne ahoden a ye wa e bitimi adigi tax pa na 18%. Na yina so a ye bitimi adigi sika enye tax na 4%. No kwasa me re ho ye. Say non-tax revenue no mo 4%. One day be become non-tax revenue near you tax and crowd to honor so another area crowd offer a see a come once. It take come 22%. 22% now and no year bon pempesi and sabekano. Corruption at Dokono. 22% no procurement inflation at Dokono. 22% na yes we no say 14% we lose 24% no 22% no and also no political demonization so Dokono. Yenya sanyo man ni nyina enkamo me ekamo a ebia me was certain ideologies ni even certain tactics ni your friends say ideas bi kura e betimi e de afo aban no eso enso we ka say we you free habent no we have to begin to do the American entina but American na me do me yi so o grant 8.2 billion ama Ukraine Obasande no ebukura friends saying Israel so mu aside the friends saying additional we say they are come because they are protecting their interest. Adini USBI to protect your interest and grow to create leverage and net worth. In Ghana no your growth is coming from the tax revenue and the non-tax revenue. And Adibia also marketing or no man the other 3 P's: people, process and fiscal evidence. But people, human beings, and here in Tinkofona manage country, no, because they can think, they have got all the mental faculties. But any other thing, process, only mental faculty, fiscal evidence, only mental faculty, products, only mental faculty, systems, only mental faculty. Una mental faculty, the idea and that's what me dream. He said, you the 2 year mamma, me can a yejuma, me pay and a yeho. Into me can a man can ye. Me to 2 months to 2 years, me reach na hani me reach ye se me kutia ne man kwantie ye se me hihye ne man hihye ne ye a that be me ankasa ne be den ba be kutia me de me ye bia no Ghana first at least it's about 55% Ghana first interest from the politicians are I think it's 40-something%. They're normally above more politics now we say timi you benefit it's way na me de beto Ghana for no.
And on that note I think Mr. Oduro is right. What even makes it his proposal feasible is that generally the MPP is very constructive in opposition. And I believe if the NDC will seize the initiative and lobby the now opposition MPP members, it will serve as a good precedent.
Yes, that's what they have to do.
Yeah.
We have to do secret politicking, the lobbying. Share, it's me cross from near Dubai. Nay, no more Kasa say, you know, they're in Ghana. You see, these things, I mean, they are not far fetched. But who's the ego? Who's the amount power? Where man power per ego, no, won't me and swano. Sunday, they are one. I just say, especially part of the world here. Hanu goes for naturally good in here. The power man of cry, he becomes still much more sober. Who also at the Dante much say Casacha and Inti, only then working out all these psychometric behavior aspects of Kofu into reports no bar, no one for no Nakasa. Why, yes, idea? Because naturally, when you get power, it means anything you have to obey.
We could do a tax expert. He's a lawyer. Thanks for coming.
That's
a primary production team there now was Solomon Sasumensan or the 4 Kwabuaji, emphasis that Mamu or radio. On the boy, a paper review, no see or radio, Mamina, emphasis that amount, teacher entry, so emphasis that amount. Now, almost a boy, Emma studio her on TV, camera, emphasis that ma questioning, focus, Elikem, Enamwasi, MCR for so. Enamwasi, Ejano, and in the group or Enamwasi. The day at the Amufabo, the next 2 weeks in Pesam Kwajima Homekakra. I'm just telling my viewers and listeners.
They will miss you so much.
And
the more research into not church.
I have to. And on this note, your programs are coming in to us. We can assure you, sir, I feel on the 2 TV, a lot of programs,
very good.
A bambua, a chimia change, maybe I may say. Say also around a pa, who feed you stomach, say they are, when you pay the anbenya, a hoarding, who feed you brain, say they are, who be to me, I think a big, no answer. Be baby over coin, some of course of 1 year. Be I will be a diatem now by tea. We are already I will be now take care, no be diatem now by tea. One Casano, and I will deal with Sikakoto feeding Wachimako baby. Wow, yes, my queer can answer the ending. But I had it, we are shaping the nation. Your mind and I actually, and tea. The rest of mood on one more, being an intimate Ghana. If you say anybody I echo, or my way an idea, and to see any year, yet Timono, Edia Giant Chimba, Sabia Dachi, and Cobasa, almost so that breasted in the Yanso, yeah, the politicians in answer. Obi enu ha ono ankasa wo ne bone a oye obi enu ha so we de bone we de ontumi nya eno an oye en obi anso enu ha ono ankasa wo ne mfom so a oye na mom ye wo sohwe a no na beda wanim no wa make a decision e wo sohwe na beda wanim no mo ya ma motumi no ye besre ye sohwe kese pa na beda wanim sika wia no wo office bi to hofo say na obedi nipa fasika bi gudem a wo hunu de ode eye ono mfa mi adwuma ba bia wo to wona no ankasa nso hantew kakra bi a obenya ahoden ne nkwa wo mu no emua wo megiri sie nyina be koso akekere o man Ghana na ba Kencity dia o man na ye kekere nyame ya adoma abrepa mi be hia akra